So I am in the middle of Westside Park on the disc golf course right near hole 15, and this is one of my most favorite places in Marble Falls. And I just came out here just to kind of go for a little walk and do a little reflecting and maybe read a little Bible. And when I got out here and just was enjoying the peace and the calm of the place, I was reminded of a passage in the Bible. The passage is from a story in 1 Kings, right after the prophet Elijah had this incredible victory in the Lord, where God absolutely destroyed this false god called Baal. And Elijah got to be a big part of that. It's a really awesome story. You should go read it. But afterwards, he got really scared of a conflict that God was inviting him into. He had to go and confront this lady named Jezebel, who, not a good lady, not a good person, pretty messed up, really. And anyway, he fled and he hid. He ran away from what God was calling him to do, even though he just experienced this incredible victory. And so he ran and he hid, and God sought him out. God still went to go and meet and talk with him. And he was hiding out in a cave, and God approached him. And it's in chapter 19 of 1 Kings. And starting in verse 11, it says, "So he said," and that's God talking, "Go out and stand on the mountain before the Lord. And behold, the Lord was passing by, and a great and powerful wind was tearing out the mountains and breaking the rocks in pieces before the Lord. But the Lord was not in the wind. And after the wind, there was an earthquake, but the Lord was not in the earthquake. And after the earthquake, a fire, but the Lord was not in the fire. And after the fire, a sound of a gentle blowing." The sound of a gentle blowing. "And when Elijah heard it, he wrapped his face in his cloak and went out and stood in the entrance of the cave. And behold, a voice came to him and said, 'What are you doing here, Elijah?'" And so, even though or at least Elijah just experienced this incredible victory where he saw God call down fire from heaven, now he is hunkered down in a cave in fear. God still comes to him and calls him out and says, "Hey, get out here. We need to have a talk." And he steps outside, and these three forces of nature come by. This whirlwind, this earthquake, this fire. But God wasn't in those things. God spoke to him in this gentle blowing, this still small voice, this quiet whisper is how God met Elijah. And sometimes we expect God to show up in a fantastical, spectacular way. We want him to blow our minds. We want him to perform like a miracle, which he is doing constantly. Like right now, like I'm standing in nature and it's all a miracle, but I lose sight of that and I want him to do a better miracle, which is kind of a really lame thing to want God to do. Anyway, we have expectations and we think, "Oh God, show me a sign, give me a sign, reveal yourself to me." But he's always revealing himself to us. And if we want to hear God, we've got to step away from all the noise. We got to step away from all the things that are distracting us. We got to pay attention and listen for that still small voice that God is trying to talk to us in. So my hope for you as you listen to me ramble here for a little bit is that you would find some time this week to get outside, to leave your phone behind, find some place quiet, meditate on God's word, and spend time praying, talking to him, and sitting in silence and allowing him to talk to you. So hope you have a wonderful day, and you're looking good. Keep it up. Way to go. High five. Bye.